Bink Records, in conjunction with Bellator MMA, proudly presents The Phenom and the Dreamcatcher, this epic 2-album masterpiece featuring the progressive rock stylings of Douglas Lima juxtaposed with the smooth, easy listening vibes of Gagard-Mousasi. Disc 1 rages on with all of Lima's hits, like Forgive Me Ben Saunders, the Grand Prix Shuffle, Brazilian Bink Baby, and everybody's favorite, Mama, He Smashed My Leg, featuring Canadian crooner Rory McDonald. And Disc 2 soothes the gentle yacht rocker in all of us as Mr. Mousasi serenades us with all his sexy hits like Duck Duck Moose and Sorry I Rendered You Unconscious, and this classic that started a dance craze in the Strike Force days, Me and You and So Could You and Babalu. This collection is a must-have for all martial arts and music connoisseurs. But wait! That's not all. No Lima-Mousasi anthology would be complete without this masterpiece that was at #1 on Spotify for 700 million weeks. That's right, I'm talking about Douglas Lima Spittin' Venom. If you order right now, we will include the entire anthology, including this.
Quite at 100%. Oh, and there what a shot by Lima! Mamma mia! Douglas Lima!
There it is, my friends, The Phenom and the Dreamcatcher, available for a limited time while supplies last. So get it now, October 29th, Bellator 250 on CBS Sports. This is Fight Secrets. Let's open up with an all-time classic from Douglas Lima, Bink. Oh, feel that one in your bones? I'm sure the opponent did. He read his opponent and then he orchestrated this. Whenever he initiated, opponent would respond. He was looking to counterpunch the counterpuncher. First, laying out some offers here, some feints. These feints will either get a response or they'll get his man to disregard his motions. And now it's a game of 3, going third. He goes first to draw his opponent to fire second. It's expected, so he slides back, and then he goes third. This is called going third or going in threes. Here again, now playing the game, he'll offer his shot. Opponent will now offer his, and at the same time, 2 and 3 go together. Bink to the body, and that creates the scenario that we saw here. First, the feint of the hip, just getting a response. Now watch this one. This one's a throwaway. Not all feints are intended to get responses. Some are to get the mind of the opponent to disregard your movements, and this is the big one. The shovel uppercut. Watch the opponent's right hand. Right there. See? A response. Now, as he draws out the jab, he will be prepared for it to answer with the right knuckles. Kabink. Beautiful. Oh, that is so sweet. The only thing sweeter is the other angle. Yes, he'll get the response from the right hand, but watch this gorgeous movement here. As the jab comes out, watch Lima's left hand here, grabbing, pulling, not only engaging the mind of the opponent, but giving himself a lever to pull and crack with his own right hand over the top. We should look at that one more time. Here, creates the response with the right hand. After the response happens, now he draws the jab. Then he pulls down on it, and then he offers up the gigantic Bink. Spectacular. An all-time great. Right here, Bink. Oh, baby, we are starting with a hit tonight. Douglas Lima with one of his greatest moments ever. So Douglas Lima opens the show with a masterpiece, but we gotta get immediately into some Gagard-Mousasi. This guy is a genius. A lot of people think of Gagard-Mousasi like this. A kickboxer from the Netherlands out there beautifully expressing that kickboxing game. And yes, of course he's a brilliant kickboxer, using the right hand to disguise the left step. Now as the left hand flies, the right step comes all the way around, flanks from both sides. His man lost the ball in the sun, and he squared away with the cage behind him to feed him the bones of his fist. Bink. Right there. Yes, he is a brilliant kickboxer, but he's so much more. Gagard-Mousasi is an athletic grappler with a blinding, crushing, devastating top game. When you see from this angle, you see the knuckles flying, you see the punches, you see him dominating from the top position. But there's so much technically happening right here. You see as he's pounding his man out. We're going to take a look after this merciful ending. Look at some of the technical details here. Watch the right hand. This right hand is going to feed through and grab the bones and the wrist of his opponent and then feed it to his left hand. Now, when we take this other angle, you'll see what he has created here. This position that he's created as he controls this, he's now free with an appendage, the right hand free to just feed through to the face and just smash his man down. And from this position now, the back mount, the grapevine with the legs, lacing the legs through. It isn't just control of the legs though. He grinds forward with his entire body as he pummels from that top position. It is a brutal position to be in, helpless, vulnerable, as punches rain down on you from Gagard-Mousasi. You do not want to be here under any circumstances. Douglas Lima certainly does not. No man on earth should be in this position with one of the great fighters in the world, Gagard-Mousasi. Are you having fun yet? I am. We joined this firefight already in progress. It's pure art. To our uninitiated eye, this may look like bedlam, but to the trained neurology of these two, it is like the physical manifestation of expressing a musical solo or a freestyle rap battle. It just happens within the flow. This is the superpower of Douglas Lima. Mid-strike, he will interrupt your attack. You see here as the fist is flying by, he's already throwing that kick. And you look in this chaos. This is not chaos to Douglas Lima. Here, you see him blocking, striking, kicking. This is the speed he wants it to happen. He is trying here to land, punch for punch, bink, right there. They both slip off, but you see it starting to take shape. He's beginning to read and connect to the moments, to the rhythm, to the timing, to the chaos, to the lines, to the color, bink, to the beauty of the moment. He is in the flow and he is feeling it. As they clash here, you will watch for that again to show his reaction time. This is not by accident. This punch coming right here, watch Douglas's arm. It is moving the other direction and it will still turn back. It's him reading it and adjusting in the milliseconds. And now, as they both reset, he flows into the moment. He sees this one coming. He slides his head to the side and he swings up and behind in an arc, boop, right behind the ear. That is by design, bink, and that is a man feeling and living within the flow. Absolute artistic perfection. All right, my friends. You're on the hot seat now. October 29th, Thursday night on CBS Sports, Bellator 250, you're going to fight Gagard-Mousasi. What are you going to do? Maybe we should just take him down. You know, Rory tried that. Rory's a master here. He's going to grab that appendage up high, quadriceps, hamstrings, the whole bundle, attacking it. Gagard is going to smoothly extract that appendage, pull it back, and drive his sternum down. Immediately gets his hips back, and then the end begins right here. He starts to mangle this man. Remember, Rory is a master. The left shoulder is going to grind the jaw in the direction that he wants Rory's hips to go. Now he's going to pull up on that arm and slice his knee through. After achieving this position, he has contralateral control now, diagonal control as he rotates around, forcing again the jaw to move in one direction so the spine and the hips go as well. Pressing down on the thigh, he will slice his knee through and achieve the mount position. Why is the mount so dominant? Because you can use your entire body, but you've segmented only half of his. So everything you have can attack his northern half, and that's what Gagard does. He begins to dissemble this master of martial arts from this top position, grinding, smashing, attacking, and crippling this man from the top. Do you want to take Gagard-Mousasi down, my friends? Good luck with that. I love this guy, and I love this fight. Lima versus Mousasi. Oh, yeah. Douglas Lima versus Michael Venom Page. To truly appreciate combat moments, sometimes we must relive these wonderful fights again and again. Now, Lima had won round one, but Mike was coming on in the second, attacking, heating up the space between the two men, keeping Doug off balance, varying his cadence and his intensity, flip-flopping between offensive threats and non-threatening postures. He misleads and surprises better than anyone. Observe. Bink, bink. Doug was wobbled, yes, but the veteran stayed focused and defensively sound to survive the storm. He maintained his awareness, recalibrated, and refocused his attention, and then he binked his ass. Boop, bink. Such elegant artistry by Douglas Lima. Big win, got him the rematch with Rory for his title, the welterweight world Grand Prix, and $1 million. Huge moment for Doug. Now let's look at the details. All combat is rooted in deception, and Mike is using his posture to tell a lie. No danger here. And then he explodes forward behind his jab and then leaps, bink, into that right-handed buzzed Lima, but Lima stayed present. Now watch, Mike would blitz again and Doug would feel the moment to strike. It's easy to see the micro in slow-mo, but the macro must be felt in real time. This is Douglas Lima's superpower, the ability to interrupt the physical expressions of the opponent's mind, bink. Now watch the flow. Mind and body fully connected without conscious thought, Doug will float into the perfect position, manipulating the space to frame with the left hand and create the perfect targeting system. Bing. My friends, it's an artistic expression of violence. It's the weaponization of mentality and physicality. It's combat, displayed with totality of self. Watch again. Like a storyteller, allowing the adventure to conclude without tension or resistance to what is. At this level, these artists are in a push and pull dynamic between two trained brains. On this night, Douglas Lima was victorious. Fam, martial combat exists in a reluctant alliance between simplicity and complexity. We will never fully understand it. Random tangent! We live in a distraction society, and that certainly applies to martial arts. It's so easy to get sidetracked by rankings made up by people who don't know anything about fighting, and narratives, and structures, and Twitter beefs, and call-outs, and popularity, and marketing budgets, and none of that shit matters. What matters are the human beings, the martial artist in the fight. This is the best fight on planet Earth that can be made right now. Another random tangent. We must stop using the term ground and pound. With all due respect to the pioneers and the innovators who blended wrestling and grappling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with punching and elbows and all of this game, by using that term, we create an umbrella that prevents us from talking about all the nuance and the details. Uppercut, round, over, angle, grabbing the elbow, inside control, all of these things that exist within this full, beautiful, complex martial art that is ground striking. We must go back and examine them all again, free from having to use that term that is like using strictly every running play in football is called the run and run. It makes no sense, and it stops us from thinking about it in complex terms. Beautifully complex, we overly simplify it, and we rob us of being able to examine its beauty. What a blast. Thank you for taking this ride with me. It's just such a delight to analyze artists like Lima and Mousasi with the team at Bellator. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, hit the notifications button, leave a comment, share, all that jazz. Lima versus Mousasi, Bellator 250, Thursday, October 29th on CBS Sports. Yeah. Enjoy the hostilities, my friends.